taking down a sketchy man who turned his views into gambling profits.
Unfortunately for him, this is the biggest cope I hear all the time. I used to think CoffeeZilla was credible.
To exposing a fraudster and his $1 million scam.
He started with the entire supply. This is Million Token. He was given the entire supply at the very launch. He didn't pay for it. Instead, as he
6 times CoffeeZilla has exposed evil scammers, starting with an influencer who was secretly exploiting his viewers for millions of dollars.
$12 million by secretly pumping and dumping crypto, and no one caught him until now. In public, he says irresponsible sellers should be hit by a bus. Yet behind the scenes, he's been relentlessly selling the cryptocurrency SafeMoon to his gullible followers. In recent months,
CoffeeZilla was researching an online cryptocurrency known as SafeMoon. He accidentally uncovered this prankster.
One of the promoters of SafeMoon was dumping SafeMoon while obviously saying, "Oh, I'm holding to the moon, guys," and while he was tweeting those things, was unloading literally millions of dollars with SafeMoon.
wait a second, that could be criminal. What is this influencer's name?
Ben Phillips UK is his Twitter account.
Ben Phillips is a famous UK YouTuber. He runs a prank channel. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter, and most importantly, he was involved with SafeMoon since March 25th, 2021 as part of their marketing
He
team.
went on to reveal the exact times he pumped and dumped this crypto.
On the 20th, he tweeted, "Diamond hands always win," and then tweeted again, "Fire sale." That same day, he sold 3 times for over $1 million.
Not only that, but CoffeeZilla also checked where exactly he spent that money.
For example, on May 21st, a month after making millions from pump and dumps, Ben Phillips suddenly buys his dream car, a quote, top of the fleet Rolls Royce. A month later, Ben is chartering private jets to Scotland for a birthday bite with his girlfriend of 3 years. He also can be seen bragging on Instagram about eating steak wrapped in 24-karat gold.
Well, the scams weren't the only thing he exposed. He also revealed how Ben was playing two-faced.
In fact, on July 30th, 2021, when SafeMoon dipped, Ben said, "An irresponsible whale. I hope you get hit by a bus." Now, lucky for Ben, his wish wouldn't come true because, of course, it turns out Ben was a irresponsible whale the exact month he was complaining about it. In fact, in the month of July, when he tweeted this, he was selling over $1 million of SafeMoon. And according to our calculations, he sold $16 million worth of SafeMoon, and it looks like he profited roughly $12 million. Now, will Ben get prosecuted for any of this? I don't know. Very few of these crypto cases get prosecuted, no matter how obvious it is. Just very few people pay a penalty.
It's sad, actually. I remember I used to watch Ben's pranks when I was still in middle school. Long time passed, lost interest in his videos then. The next thing I hear about him is him scamming. How times change. Can you imagine being rich and then asking your fans to buy your Starbucks with crypto? This guy has been a scammer before SafeMoon. He was scamming people when Dogecoin was big in early 2021. Ben Phillips wasn't the only fish in the scam pond. Because up next, he exposed a YouTuber who scammed over $360 million.
A man who supposedly made $360 million gambling and has nothing better to do than go back and forth with me. So I'm here to settle it today once and for all.
TrainWreck is a popular live streamer known for his gambling antics, racking up over 2.1 million followers on Twitch. While he was busy showing off his jaw-dropping earnings, he caught the attention of CoffeeZilla.
I'll release what I got paid since the beginning of my contract. I've been paid $360 million for 16 months of gambling. There you go.
Wow. Every time I've heard that, and I've played that clip multiple times, it's still always a shocking amount of money. $360 million in 16 months promoting stake.com. The point is, I responded to that by saying, because he posted this clip, or somebody posted this clip of him saying this, I said, what a crazy thing to brag about, getting paid $360 million to gamble. TrainWreck only got paid that because he converted viewers into losers for the casino. What a dirtbag. I then say, it isn't complicated, gambling's addictive, it has the highest rate of any addiction, and that people like Train glamorize degenerate gambling.
After CoffeeZilla's tweets, things took a dramatic turn. Train replied to some comments saying, "I don't. They lose money on me, especially since my deal consists of only exclusivity. But I got in early and leverage heavily. It's how I can gamble as an anti-gambling gambler."
Do you know who actually made more money for the casinos at the end of the day, despite all the claims of being like this like woke anti-gambling gambler, Train, by a long shot, he is one of the top gambling streamers getting paid the most for his gambling content. And we all know why that is. You get paid because you get people to play. You can shuffle the numbers around, whatever, but you'll never get, your deal will get canceled if you're not pulling in the numbers. That's just the bottom line, okay? So the very fact that he says that I made $360 million, if that's true, he at least pulled in $360 million for the casino. Like when State goes to him and goes, hey, here's your $20 million for the month for all these people you signed up, TrainWreck doesn't go, whoa, 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 that wasn't me. That was their personal accountability. Nah, he's like, yeah, I promoted that. I got these guys in the door. You pay me my money.
Not gonna lie, I gambled and lost like $200 after watching a couple of Train's videos. Not more than I could lose at the time, but still, watching him made me want to. His figure seems unbelievable. There's just no way. If he's exaggerating, that alone is glamorizing it. Showing his losing only makes it seem more rewarding when he wins. Therefore, attracting the kids who watch his stream to get their own dopamine hit.
It's fair to say that he made a fortune off the backs of his viewers who gambled away a fortune.
TrainWreck used to be quick to fire off a tweet about his gambling streams, but ever since CoffeeZilla has exposed him, it seems he's taken a vow of silence. But it doesn't stop there, as up next, CoffeeZilla exposed one of the most toxic tech YouTubers out there. On July 1st, 2021, TechLead launched a cryptocurrency called Million Token, claiming it was backed by his own cash. But when CoffeeZilla looked into the matter, he found a lot of things wrong with this project.
And so Million Token is literally $1 million opportunity. I'm putting $1 million of my own money into this to get us started, but this coin can skyrocket in price. It can take us to the moon.
This is a complete lie. See, we can see from the blockchain that TechLead did not put $1 million into this. In actual fact, he started with the entire supply. This is Million Token. He was given the entire supply at the very launch. He didn't pay for it. Instead, as he sold Million Token, he used that money that you guys bought it with to back the coins. TechLead has found a way to make it sound like an investment without actually saying the word investment. In a recent video, This is How to Be Rich, One Must Know Secret to Make Money Fast as a Millionaire, he gave us the secret, guys. The special word for investment without saying investment.
For that one golden opportunity, just waiting around for that opportunity, and you really have to have strike the opportunity fast. So what is the next opportunity? Well, I'm here to introduce that to you.
In case you missed it, the word is opportunity. That's how it's the placeholder.
CoffeeZilla didn't just expose TechLead's little white lies. He also pulled back the curtain on TechLead's earnings over time.
Because he also forgot to mention that he started the token.
I was in the liquidity chat rooms on Discord, and I saw some people making thousands of dollars per week, some people making thousands per day.
Impressive. Sounds like quite the investment. Sorry. Quite the opportunity. Social experiment. But ladies and gentlemen, look, the lies, the get rich quick pitch, the ads. What does all of this even mean, right? What does it all mean for the TechLead who's much richer than you? And according to my calculations, TechLead has pulled out and siphoned into a bunch of shell accounts a total of $3.3 million. Huh? Not bad. Not bad for a coin he started 2 months ago. He also still has $1 million in Uniswap that he can pull out anytime. That's $4.3 million. Remember, coming from a $50,000 upfront investment. He still owns a bunch of Million Token. Today, that Million Token is worth $5 million, giving a grand total of $9 to $10 million from a 1 to 2 month old coin, which makes me, and probably you, want to scam people ourselves.
I first discovered TechLead when he was still making coding and Google-related videos. Rather entertaining at the time. I guess life happened. I remember a guy on the MM Discord, when the coin was at $200 who sold everything, house included, and put it all in. Then the coin crashed. He never recovered. The coin is worth $2 today. I was going to buy the Million Token, but my opportunity advisor thought it was a bad idea. Eventually, TechLead came up with a response to CoffeeZilla.
Like I said, you can feel free to pause the video, read the full statements here. I came away from this thinking that this was just kind of trying to save face. All in all, I feel nothing but sympathy for the people who will end up losing money on this project. You thought your money was going to the moon, and instead, it went to this guy.
Since getting exposed, TechLead has just been uploading videos about quitting over and over again. So, despite being a big YouTuber, he wasn't the biggest YouTuber that CoffeeZilla would expose. As up next, we've got one major YouTuber that went so far as even suing CoffeeZilla. It all started when Logan Paul shared his
Like
dream
many
project.
people, I first heard about CryptoZoo from a podcast Logan runs called Impulsive, which was the experience of a lot of people that I spoke to.
So I first heard about it on the Logan Paul podcast.
Impulsive, I think.
It was off one of the Impulsive episodes.
The thing that I'm most excited for, and this is the first time I've ever said anything about this, for the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take.
But this wasn't Logan's first fresh take. He was already part of a crypto game before, which CoffeeZilla uncovered.
Now look, at first, I was just as surprised at this pitch as anyone else because I just got finished roasting Logan for a different coin called Dink Doink, which his fans lost money on.
In fact, Logan tweeted multiple times about this coin, declaring, "I'm all in."
Now look, I know Logan and his friends tried to make it look like Dink Doink was all about the memes, but it turns out they secretly were tied to the project, and Logan created the Dink Doink character himself and subsequently abandoned that project.
Interestingly, to dodge the fallout from his previous failure, Logan spun it like it was his personal project, aka game. According to Logan, the images of different animals used in the game were handmade art. CoffeeZilla roasted Logan Paul's so-called art and exposed where the images really came from.
But as the game got closer to release, the CryptoZoo team started releasing the first ever photos of these animals. And come to find out, this handmade art story wasn't really true. It was actually Adobe stock photos mashed together. This was the sort of first red flag of this project.
What's more surprising is that Logan claimed to have spent around $1 million on the project. But CoffeeZilla wasn't buying it, so he dug deeper to uncover the truth.
We spent $1 million on development. I couldn't get this out of my head. You know, is he lying? There's no way he expects people to believe he spent it on art. So wait, maybe he spent it on blockchain stuff, right? That's what I thought. But then I audited the smart contract, and it's not handmade at all. It's not even original. It's what's called a fork, a copy of, some other code that exists out there. One of them is called Floki Shib X, which launched before it. So where'd this $1 million go? I didn't understand. Wow. So on launch day, basically nothing worked. And a year later, that's still true. Now, after this was discovered, the price of Zoo fell 63% in just 24 hours. And at this point, Logan Paul basically goes silent on CryptoZoo. No more podcast mentions, no more saying he handmade art. CryptoZoo already got millions in investments, but Logan only speaks in the Discord twice over the next year to say, quote, sober, currently shaking my head, and yo. That was his contribution to this project.
And despite the failure, Logan for some reason announced yet another secret project that wouldn't even be related to CryptoZoo.
Now imagine their surprise when another clip surfaces of Logan finally admitting this secret project isn't CryptoZoo at all. It's something else entirely.
I'll tell you about this project when we get closer to launch. This project line is going to be...
Is that the thing with the egg?
No.
Okay, this one's
gonna be This is gonna be crazy we've ever done.
Oh man, can you imagine if you're one of these investors and Logan Paul's going pitching this new secret project and you're thinking it's CryptoZoo and someone's like, oh, is it that thing with the eggs? And he's like, no, definitely not. That was the last project. This is the real project that I'm working on.
This new project was basically named 99 Original, and it was a collection of 99 original 1/1 unaltered Polaroids taken over the course of 99 consecutive days by Logan Paul. And it was to be auctioned daily. The public wasn't letting go of this one so easily. CoffeeZilla wasn't going to accept this scam excuse, so he ended up contacting the developer.
There's a shady developer who held up Logan's code hostage in Switzerland. That's why this hasn't worked the whole time. He held it hostage for $1 million. He admitted he took the code hostage, but he says the reason for it was nothing like what Logan had said.
He never paid me anything at all, ever. I never paid. And, we got to a point when I was working on it where I just realized they were just going to try to steal all of my work and not pay me. So I took all the new source code private. spent like a month just trying to negotiate and get something figured out where I would finally get paid. Because like on my end, I have a team of 30 engineers. So I'm earning $50,000 a week on building this thing. And the only thing they brought to the table were a bunch of Photoshop changes.
CoffeeZilla figured out a way to get in touch with his manager, but instead of clearing their side, he started to...
Don't read between the lines.
Okay.
Listen to the exact words that I'm saying.
Okay.
Listen to the exact words I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I have no comment on the situation.
Okay.
Your job legally is to report facts. If you don't report facts on the information you're given, it is illegal.
Yes, that was a real conversation with a real person. Now, I'm no lawyer, but I don't think it's a crime to say that multiple developers say they haven't been paid, and Logan's team refuses to provide any evidence or like statements or wire transfers that they have.
As a scammer myself, what Logan and KSI have done is embarrassing. Initially, Logan apologized and even thanked CoffeeZilla.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego flare, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is that suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me.
Then he pulled a complete 180 and sued CoffeeZilla instead.
Did you know, 6 days before the lawsuit, I had featured Logan Paul in a teaser for a video? Did you know 21 hours before the lawsuit, I had texted Logan for comment? Did you know I told him he had 24 hours to respond, and Logan sued me 3 hours before the deadline? Yep, that's right. Logan's lawyers then threatened me in that lawsuit email that if I report on this new story, Logan might hold me accountable. And Logan's definition of accountability seems to mean he'll sue me, which is why I believe this lawsuit was not designed to win, but to shut me up, to threaten me, using Logan's wealth and a federal court system without anti-slap to send a message.
Unfortunately, there are no winners or losers of this story as of yet, as this is still an ongoing situation. But that still didn't stop CoffeeZilla, because up next he investigated yet another big influencer. During one of his live streams, Speed forgot to mute himself, and that's where CoffeeZilla caught something interesting.
In what started as a live stream to meet Cristiano Ronaldo and give away PS5s quickly turned into a nightmare after fans realized the meetup was fake and was being used to promote a scam. Literally, they used a fake Cristiano Ronaldo who couldn't play soccer and was wearing a Buy Paradox Crypto Coin t-shirt. And it quickly got worse. The live chat started calling Paradox Coin a scam in the middle of this sponsored stream and called iShowSpeed a sellout, which caused him to get very angry.
You sold out. They're using you, Speed. This is just sad.
That is crazy, bro. Like, them comments like that, bro, is making me like, that's crazy, bro. The fact that I ever make, like, Chad, the fact that y'all like, y'all just thinking me like that is just crazy. I hate that, bro. Y'all so weird, bro.
And it got so bad that Speed had to mute himself to try to figure out how to salvage the situation. The only problem is, he forgot to fully mute the mic.
So what do I do now?
When CoffeeZilla looked in a bit deeper into the company, he found something rather interesting.
But the one thing I really took away from Paradox is that they're not one thing. The Paradox Metaverse is actually 7 things, each one possibly dumber than the last. And I'm gonna explain them. So first up is the Paradox game, which has graphics out of the PS2 era, which made me wonder why they'd be giving away PS5s. I mean, are you trying to make your games look worse by comparison? But it gets even crazier because I spoke to the founders and they called their game AAA quality. You don't call yourself an indie game on your YouTube channel and then have the audacity to come on my channel and call yourself AAA.
Yes, we are a self-funded indie studio, a UK-based indie gaming studio, Indie Studio.
So yeah, I'm not buying this AAA game story because not even they believe it. And even for an indie game studio, things seem unfinished.
Long story short, it was all a Ponzi scheme, and unfortunately, Speed got caught up in it. However, he did eventually apologize, and hasn't pulled a similar stunt since then.
Now, I do have an update here because Speed has responded saying he's not a scammer and regrets his mistake.
Stop spamming. I'm not a scammer, bro. Why do you keep spamming? I'm not a scammer, dog. I made a little mistake, you know, that I wish I never did, but I'm not a scammer, bro.
Now, what exactly you make of this is up to you. I think he's pretty young, like 17 years old. I think hopefully he's going to learn from this and is going to learn that you don't have to sell out your audience for money. As for the Paradox founders, I think they're still baffled that anyone's mad at them at all.
So although Speed was guilty and sorry for his actions, the same can't be said for the next person CoffeeZilla would expose. It all started back when CoffeeZilla decided to investigate Hustlers University.
And the program he runs is called Hustleversity, where he teaches you how to make fast money if you'll only pay $50 a month. And one of these fast money methods turns out to be selling Hustleversity to new people by posting clips of him, Andrew Tate. And because of this, it kind of created this pyramid scheme where there was a flood of TikTok videos and biased reviews saying that Andrew Tate is the one true savior that will save you from poverty. He's basically Morpheus from the Matrix, and that's not even me calling him that. He calls himself that.
I get called Morpheus a lot. We are living inside of the Matrix, and I am Morpheus. Hustlers University is the greatest thing that exists on the face of the planet for people who are trying to escape the Matrix.
And yet, if you look at their own success screenshots that they provide, their students are getting at best like very part-time income. Like there's screenshots of $400 a month, maybe $2,000 a month. And those are the examples they chose. But unless you consider being cash rich, having $5,000 total in your bank account, then this course doesn't seem to be getting people rich. It just teaches lost guys extremely basic skills that are free to learn, but charges them $50 a month for it so they can feel like they're escaping the Matrix by working for Jeff Bezos.
But CoffeeZilla's major story on Andrew wouldn't come out till 2024, where he'd expose his crypto scams.
Oh, but this time Tate stepped into my territory. Said he was going to launch a crypto coin. So I immediately pointed out that over a year ago, Tate said that he didn't need to rob his fans. He wasn't going to launch a coin. Tate replied, "Imagine being such a great detective you can't detect a joke." Now, I'll admit that one stung a little bit. And when I did some research, I realized I had been tricked.
Are you going to launch your own crypto?
No, I'm never gonna launch a crypto. I just like to with crypto Twitter. Because crypto Twitter are full of the biggest degenerate losers on the planet. They're losers. Crypto is the only scenario I can think of where you can make a whole bunch of money while benefiting society zero.
Despite his initial claims, it didn't take long for Andrew to pull a 180.
Starting with Roost. Honestly, this is your textbook Ponzi coin, exactly the type of thing Tate would call a scam a year ago, but now he and his brother heavily promoted it over multiple videos. They even had flyers in their videos. And of course, during the promotion, the price did well. But when it was over, Roost is now down over 90%. Not only that, Roost's treasury wallet got hacked. So the community literally got scammed. And to make it worse, the guy who got hacked was anonymous. So remind me what Andrew Tate doesn't like about crypto again?
Gambling, rug pulls, staying anon, hiding like a little coward in a hole, like a little
Oh, the same thing he promoted. Tate promoted something called Venom Blockchain. His brother talked about it on a live stream.
Bitcoin, ETH, exciting stuff like Venom Network.
And of course, that price is down as well. Tate also promoted F Madonna token. And of course, that ended badly too. This stuff is such garbage. Here's another one of Tate's coins, which is down over 90% as well. Or you can look at this coin, Daddy token. You know, which makes sense given that Tate is sick of crypto being infantile, childish, and degenerate.
But when CoffeeZilla tried interviewing Andrew, like he does with all his other investigations, it didn't go as well.
So I figured now is the perfect time to approach Tate and get his response for comment, his side of the story. So I emailed him and his brother a list of questions about several meme coins they promoted, as well as the real world token. But instead of replying, Tate leaked my email address online and sent his war room after me, told them to email me that I'm gay. He even offered to pay money if they could prove they did it.
For every single person who can show me they have emailed CoffeeZilla and called him gay, I will buy Daddy.
Well, that escalated quickly. So
CoffeeZilla received about 800 spam emails, some even claiming that they're just doing it so Andrew would pump the Daddy coin. They always talk about keeping their emotions in check, then have meltdowns like this. Guy who shills a coin called Daddy is calling other people gay. Only 800 emails. I really don't think the army is as big as he and everyone else thinks, and despite CoffeeZilla's warnings, people continue to follow his lead, making him truly one of the most evil scammers CoffeeZilla has exposed.